Rather lads, welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in all parts of the world. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to a brand new video. Bukayo Saka has agreed a deal to sign for Arsenal until 2028. It is done. It is dusted. We're just waiting for that official announcement from Arsenal. All the sources, including Fabrizio Romano, David Ornstein, S.R. Collins, Charles Watts, have all agreed that the player is staying at Arsenal for another 5 years. We're going to be diving into that. The details are absolutely crazy because it's a 10 million deal per year. That's absolutely crazy, but we'll take slow and we'll discuss that later on. Now, according to what I've seen, Edu is working on Ramsdale, William Saliba, Odegaard, and a couple of other players as well to see that their contracts are also extended, into the future. The Europa League is back. Today we have the Europa League draw after the round of 32 yesterday. We are now going to the round of 16, and guess what? Arsenal are back in action. We're going to be involved in the draw today. I think it's gonna be very massive. I think it's gonna be very, very interesting to see Arsenal in the draw. Right? We have a couple of opponents. Like I will be letting you know who we can be going against, and I'll be doing a live stream for the Europa League draw. How about that? Okay, so hit the like button, subscribe to the Cossy's Arsenal podcast, join the family. This is the best place to be if you are an Arsenal fan and you want the latest around Arsenal. Let's get this video to 500 likes, and of course, in the comment box, let me know 10 million per year, 200,000 per week. That is 800,000 per month. Is Bukayo Saka really worth 800,000 pounds per month? Okay, he's up there with the likes of Gabriel Jesus. So let me know in the comment box below. But let's get into it, shall we? Now, first and foremost, of course, yesterday it was the big guy, David Ornstein, that broke the story, confirming that Bukayo Saka has agreed a deal with Arsenal. Now, he says that, Saka never wanted to leave Arsenal. He told Edu that if there is anything that's going to happen, it's not me leaving Arsenal. I want to stay here. This is my club. I'm a boy. I'm a boyhood fan of Arsenal Football Club, and I've come through. I've risen through the ranks at this club. This is where I want to be. Of course, there were a few disagreements. I think Arsenal wanted to offer him less than 200,000 per week, but the player has been in absolute form, and Arsenal had their hands tied here. Because, look, I say this, if you allow him go to the World Cup, because he was always going to be a star for Arsenal this season. He's been a very good performer for Arsenal for the last 2 seasons, right? If you allow him to go to the World Cup, he's going to be a sensation. And guess what? He was sensational at the World Cup. And Arsenal found themselves in a place where, our hands were tied. All other clubs can offer him 200K per week. And if Arsenal don't offer him that, we're going to go back to the same situations of Gaio Clichy, Robin Van Persie, Alexander Song-Belong, Joko, not really Joko, but Ashley Cole, right? Those situations where you just have to offer the player the contract he wants, and then he stays, right? Most of the players we lose, they want to stay at Arsenal. They love Arsenal, but of course you've got to picture into your mind. These players, this is their career. These players, this is their job. Whoever pays more, they'll go and play football there. So the details are: he will be earning 200,000 per week, 10 million a year until 2028. That is what I love now. This deal goes until 2028. So that means that is another straight 5 years. I actually don't understand this, but let's have a look. Martinelli signs until 2027 with an option to extend for an extra year. Saka signs until 2028. That is 5 more years. And I really reckon there is an option to extend for an extra year. Ramsdale upcoming and William Saliba upcoming. We're going to be talking about that, all right? So what I've loved about this deal is the length. I don't understand why we always, prolong contracts for 3 years. Doesn't make any sense. If you add 3 more years, within the first year, clubs are coming back to disturb the player. But 5 years, that is until 2028, I think he will be back on the market in 2026. So Saka is locked down for me. It's a good job done by Edu. It's a good job done by Mikel Arteta. Whether he's worth the 200,000 per week, that is going to be a huge question, because all the players, the last players that have signed a huge contract at Arsenal, Aubameyang dropped off ever since he signed that 300k per week contract, and of course Mesut Ozil dropped off as well. So it's gonna be either Saka proves that he's worth 200k, and he goes, I am earning 200k, but I'm even worth 300k. That is what I want. I want us to be on this channel discussing Saka to get 300k per week. That's what I want. I don't want him to drop off, and I think he's worth it, and I think he's really worked for it. If there is a player who deserves such a mega contract, not at Arsenal only, but in Europe. I mean, I'm looking at this Manchester United, clowns shouting over Marcus Rashford. Oh, Rashford is a world-class player and all this. Saka's done it for 3 consecutive years, lifting Arsenal and carrying Arsenal on his shoulders, and he's just come out of, teenagehood. He's just come out of his teenage years. So for me, Saka right now deserves that contract even more than Kylian Mbappe. He deserves that contract even more than Lionel Messi. He has done it. He has earned it on merit. So Saka gets that 200k per week. We are waiting for the official announcement from Arsenal imminently and very soon. Now, again, the sources that have brought this story also indicate that we are looking at 2 more deals at the moment. Number one is Aaron Ramsdale, who's been absolutely fantastic for us ever since signing from Sheffield United. And the other one is William Saliba. And I've seen, I think it's Sam Mokobo, who has said that the deals are also imminent, especially with Ramsdale, who wants to stay at Arsenal and wants to prolong his deal as well. Look, this is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. I was on Charles Watt's Twitter yesterday, my journalist, really big guy for me, and he was saying that you cannot even understand, you cannot even put in words how important Saka signing a new deal means for Arsenal. It means we are serious. It means that whatever we've promised all these other players that have actually come through the door is absolutely true. Just imagine if you promise all these players, the likes of Odegaard, Ben White, Gabriel Jesus, that you're building something special, and then you lose your most consistent, important player. Right? Most consistent, most important player in Saka, then it doesn't make any sense. But keeping Saka literally means that you've told all these players that, look, you signed for us, and this is the direction in which we're going, and we are honest, we are not actually going back on our words. But then also I think Saka will influence all these other players to sign a new deal. I don't think Ramsdale turns down an Arsenal deal. Like, with that passion he shows on the pitch, with the enthusiasm he has, I think he can even be an Arsenal captain in the future. I don't think Ramsdale is going to be a big problem. So with Ramsdale, I'm tipping him to get that deal quickly. Maybe with William Saliba, it might be that he will want the same amount of money as Saka. I don't think Arsenal are ever going to offer him that. I don't think Arsenal will offer him 200,000, even if it includes bonuses. I think the maximum will be around 150,000 per week. And I think, again, Saliba, the patience he's put in to be at Arsenal, all those loan deals, again, he deserves it. He's made himself a name as one of the top 5 centre-backs in the world right now. And when it comes to young centre-backs, he's the best in the world. So for me, look, all these players deserve new contracts. But Saka's contract is going to be a huge milestone. And it might be even that when we go into the summer, we might use Saka's contract in negotiations. You talk to a player and tell him, look, we've tied down Bukayo Saka, the best right winger in the world right now, to a long-term contract. This is our plan. This is our vision. And we see you as part of that vision as well. I think, look, I don't know, but I think this, if I were a player, I would want to play with Bukayo Saka right now. There's so many players that would love to be part of this Mikel Arteta project, but there's so many players that would love to be part of that Arsenal front 3, like Gabriel Jesus, Saka, and then someone else. Could be Trossard, could be Martinelli. I don't have a problem with them. But look, it's huge. It's absolutely huge that Arsenal have done that. And let's hope all these other boys are also going to sign a new deal. And then we get that done so that by the time we enter the transfer window, it's all about transfers. I don't want to hear deals refusing to be signed. I just want to hear transfers. Now, the Europa League, guys, is back. And of course, today we have the draw at exactly, it's going to be 2 p.m. It's going to be exactly 2 p.m. I will be live for that one. Of course, I'm always live for those big events. Arsenal are back in the Europa League. This is the round of 16. These are the last 16 teams in the competition. Arsenal, Real Betis, Fenerbahce. We're talking about Ferencvaros, Feyenoord, Freiburg, Juventus, Bayer Leverkusen, Man United, Real Sociedad, AS Roma, Sevilla, Shakhtar Donetsk, Sporting CP, Union Berlin, and that team that is called, are they called, goalies or something like goalies or something like that, right? But those are the teams that are in the last 16. Now, these are the potential opponents Arsenal could go. We cannot play Man United at this stage, right? We cannot play Man United at the round of 16. We can only play them starting the quarterfinals. Get in there. Look, that's my final. I'm not saying I'm celebrating that Man United are not going to be our rivals or opponents in the last 16. Well, I'm saying that is my prediction for the final. Arsenal, Man United. That is my final, right? So get in there. Just wait a bit, right? Just wait a bit. We could play after the quarterfinals and semifinals and last 16. We will play Man United, right? It will be a huge game. I don't know where the final is gonna be. If you know the way the final is gonna be, I mean, you guys do have some, some more research than I. Then you could let me know. But these are Arsenal's potential opponents, and we will expound on this at 2 p.m. AS Roma, Jose Mourinho. Mourinho is a knockout giant, okay? But you know what? Give me Jose Mourinho. I don't care. Give me AS Roma. We'll see them through. Juventus. Juve are a little bit mixed up. There are times when they come and they're shit. There are times when they come and they're good. Okay? For the round of 16, Juve. No. Juve, wait. Don't give me Juventus, right? Don't give me Juventus. Please don't. Then Bayer Leverkusen, German clubs. I do not really fear German clubs, to be honest. They score a lot of goals and they're defensively shit. So give me Bayer Leverkusen. Union Berlin, why not? Give me Union Berlin in the round of 16. They're absolutely flying and we are also absolutely flying. It would be a clash of two of the best teams in each of their leagues. We are the best in the Premier League, and Union Berlin are joint top in the German Bundesliga with 43 points with Bayern and Borussia Dortmund. Give me Union Berlin, please. Sevilla shit this season, to be honest. I don't know how they put PSV out of this competition. They're absolute shite. Give me Sevilla, right? They're absolutely very, very poor this season. So give me Sevilla, right? Sevilla, I'll take them. Sporting Lisbon, no, please. Portuguese teams, please don't. Don't dare, right? Do not dare give us Sporting CP right now. Like, if it's the semifinals, it's okay. But right now, no, please don't. Then Shakhtar Donetsk is another team that we could potentially play. Shakhtar play very good football. Yeah, they play very, very good football. But I don't think I would be afraid to take them on, right? I don't think I would be afraid to take them on. It would be quite interesting to see, for us to play Shakhtar after they didn't give us Mikhailo Modric. It would be quite very, very interesting, right? So these are the opponents I want. Shakhtar, Sevilla, Union Berlin, Bayer Leverkusen, and AS Roma. Give me any of those. Don't give me Juventus at this stage. Don't give me Sporting CP at this stage. The rest of the teams, we can actually go all the way. Now, of course, I asked the question yesterday when we were discussing with Igal on the channel. and I asked, can Arsenal go all the way to win the Europa League and the Premier League? And Igal told me, forget about the Europa League. We need to focus on the Premier League. But I disagree. I think if Arsenal are given Union Berlin, the likes of Rob Holding, Edin Ketia, Fabio Vieira, we can play our second 11, the likes of Leandro Trossard, and we go through to the quarterfinals with our second 11. And during the second 11, if you get then a chance to play a certain, maybe, right? I'm just saying maybe, you play Sevilla on the quarterfinals. Again, our second 11 this season can eliminate Sevilla. Of course, Sevilla are real big guys in this championship, in the Europa League, but I don't care. I just don't care, okay? And then, after that, right? After that, we could think about playing our 11. So for me, I want the double, to be honest. As an Arsenal fan, I want the double. I want to see Arsenal lifting true trophies. Of course, that would also mean that I create more content. That also means that I get more people on the channel very happy. I get more happier viewers than sad viewers. And then it also means that if we ever take a shot at the Premier League and it collapses, we have a consolation. The Europa League could be our consolation. Everybody says Man United will win it, but nobody says Arsenal will win it. Arsenal are winning the Europa League and the Premier League. How about that? Hit the like button, subscribe to me on the 10MILLIon podcast, subscribe to Cossy podcast as well. 2 p.m. We will be doing the draw for the Europa League, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.